What's going on, family? This is not financial advice. Do your own research. Man, as you can see, the market is taking a dump, it's diving aggressively. So, as you know, today we had the numbers, which were the CPI numbers. So, the consumer price index numbers for today, I'm just going to pull that up. And they came in actually lower than expected. So, good news appears to be bad news once again. So, as you know, they're trying to get this inflation down, and now it's not pulling up. Okay, so CPI numbers came in lower than expected. Actually, gonna pull up the actual numbers now. And all right, so oh wow, okay, they're not pulling up for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Try one more time. Yep, I don't know what's going on. So they did come in lower than expected, but I'm going to get into the credit crunch um, as the market tanks. So, as you know, the credit crunch fears are here now. So, it is seen that loan officers are cracking down on these loans. So, what that means for its consumers, why is this even important? So, the overall credit, uh, bank credit has stalled about 17.5 trillion since January. So, a year over year growth has been falling. So, the next interest rate, if they hike rates again, it'll make it even harder for a bank to lend money. So it doesn't matter how good your credit score is anymore. They're going to be cracking it down, making stipulations to loans. So the U.S. central bank's target is 2%. So it remains more than double, right? So how does this affect us, the consumer? So the consumer gets affected because unemployment teams most of the time goes up. So unemployment goes up, people lose jobs. So they're trying to get about 2 million people out of work, and they're trying to get this inflation down. So as you know, these banks have been collapsing, um, and it's going to make harder for business loans as well. So I'm going to tap into this real quick. The year ahead inflation expectation increased near term. Inflation expectations increased 0.52% points to 4.7. And now, looking beyond the inflation, they're expecting for higher unemployment to increase by 1.3% to 40.7%. So, this is important to know. Ages 40 to 60 years old. And they're trying to target household income between 50 to 100,000 per year. So the middle class or the working class, whatever you want to call it, um if this continues, as you know, um this is the sector or age group or income group or whatever is going to be targeted um when this unemployment rises. So that's definitely not good. And then for the credit. So actually this will slow the economic growth. So tightening conditions that this will slow the economic growth. All right. So that's exactly what is happening now. They're trying to get this inflation down, trying to rise unemployment. Um, the Fed has finally broken something, as we can see. So in the second quarter, we can just just a few numbers. Get some stats here. The headline credit index fell in quarter two uh, to 5.8, decreasing 6.87 points to its lowest point since the onset of the pandemic. That's crazy. The consumer credit index fell 7.9% to 5.8 in quarter two, and they almost expect both to decline. So, sub-rating indicates the consumer credit conditions are likely to weaken over the next 6 months. So, the business credit also fails 5.6 points to 5.8 in quarter two. No, yep, in quarter two. So, they expect this to deteriorate within the next 6 months as well. So, this is just not looking good for the economy in general. And as we switch over to see how this is affecting the markets, as you can see, nothing but red. They're um, dumping, just big red candles. This market is finally realizing that it has to come down. So the market is dumping on all sectors. Everything's just falling. So, and they got more room to go. So the market can come on back down, man. They have field gaps down here at 3,800. They could come test these lows down here. They're all the way up at 4,100 at this point, and they're finding support, but the market is realizing, man. So I finally were able to pull up these CPI numbers, and they came out this morning, 8:30. So, all right, I'm just get these numbers real quick. Yep, I don't know if it was signal or what, but all right. 2 hours ago, right? So inflation slows to 5%. All right. So, right, that's still high. So, a nearly 2 year low, but core consumer price gains accelerate. So, this is going to affect pretty much everything. So, the CPI prices increased 5% from a year earlier, down from 6% in February, and a 40-year high of 9.1%. 9.1%. That is insane. So, uh, actually, oh, these are not the numbers. That's funny. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try this one more time. I don't know why it's not. Here we go. All right. So now, economic report: the consumer price rose a scant 0.1% in March. So, yeah, U.S. inflation more broadly was still high and showed little sign of quickly subsiding. So, this uh, also, the Wall Street Journal had forecast a 0.2% increase. So it came slightly under of expectations, but it still remained high. So this is showing a sign of another rate hike. Um, so this is going to continue to affect the food, gas, especially the gas, um, utilities. All this stuff is going to continue to affect the consumer. So it's going to be everything's going to stay expensive for longer, and usually during periods of time like this, sounds like a stagflationary period. So got to be on the lookout for what's about to happen next because there's always opportunities in the market to invest, and this is the time to be looking. So The market comes down, this is your time to pick it up, man. Do your own research, and we're gonna continue to stay in this market, man, no matter what's going on. So hit the like, subscribe, man. I see you guys tomorrow. Out.